guys, Guy in Kalamazoo here. Good to see y'all. I'm reporting from my window to yours, but also I'm reporting out of my the dining room. Yeah, I'm doing cleaning today. Long holiday weekend. We really don't have any plans, so I figured, okay, you know what? I'll just pop on my Surface and see if I can record a good video off of this. So this video is actually using my Surface 3 LTE, and I think the front camera is a 5 meg, I believe, camera. So anyway, yeah, this is going to be a fairly short video anyway, and we'll see how it goes. So, okay. Yeah, Samsung. This camera's by far superior. Actually, I had one other phone that was, I wish I would have never traded it in. The Lumia 1520, because you guys know I'm a Windows fanboy, and now, yeah, and I'm happy with this. This is the Note 4, and I guess it's good that we didn't immediately upgrade to the Note 7 because the batteries are exploding, and there was a recall this week. So, okay. Yeah, speaking of phones, now that I'm on the subject, I also have my coffee here too. Yeah, it's a big cup. I drink a lot of coffee. I drink it all day. Speaking of phones, though, we now are, Chris and I, we're on a big time budget now that I'm not working at Kellogg, and I don't want to praise Kellogg. The only good thing that Kellogg was good for when I worked there, outside of the people were amazing on both sides of the aisle. I mean, the hourly and the management. And I was in the manager side, the management side. People are amazing. The money there, if you live for money, I recommend going to Kellogg's, because I got paid an incredible amount of money, but then I also had no life. I worked weekends, and this is also because I wasn't on corporate side, but I was on the operation side in the plant. But you can ask my husband Chris. He didn't see me, and when he did, when I was home, it was to rest and relax. Not do things around the house, not like go out and do the yard, stuff like that. It was just to rest and relax, because I was working upwards of 60. I think the most I ever worked was about 75 hours in 1 week. 1 week, not 2 weeks, 1 week. And those were 13-hour days, 12 to 13-hour days, and including the weekends. Now, this is where the money comes in, though. Being a supervisor at the plant, I was in IT, which I fell out of. I didn't fall out of IT. I was asked to go into, because I work well with people. So the plant manager at the time had asked me to be a supervisor. And in IT, it was straight salary. Whether I worked the weekend, I'd be called in at 2 or 3 in the morning for a server going out or a switch going out or something like that. I'd have to go in and help. I get the same paycheck no matter what. Supervisors, on the other hand, when they work weekends, they get time and a half on Saturday, double time on Sunday. And I always say it's triple time. People would argue with me, no, it's not triple time. For instance, tomorrow. I know I don't work at Kellogg now, but I happen to know, like, tomorrow, if they're closed, but if they were open, or anybody who's maybe there to go into open start processing, whatever, they get like triple time. And people are like, no, that's not triple time. Well, they get double time for being there on top of holiday pay. So to me, you're getting paid 3 times. So yeah, to me it's triple time. So anyway, if you guys love money and that's all you want and you have no life, Kellogg's is a great place to work. Now, I've been told that's the operation side of Kellogg. I cannot speak for the corporate side of Kellogg. Corporate side of Kellogg, I've been told, is a whole different world, and it's probably more like the world where I'm at now, KCMH, where I have day hours. You don't work weekends. Weekends are like, what? And yeah. Anyway, going through when I worked at a plant, I have big respect for unions. I have big respect for those people that don't work the normal, what is normal anyway. Who classifies what normal is? That's a whole other discussion for another day. Um, but yeah, those normal work hours, Monday through Friday, 8 to 5. I happen to actually work 7 because I like early mornings. I am an early morning person. So I work 7 to um, like 3:30, 4 o'clock, depending on my lunch. That's one bad thing about our place. Excuse me. Um, One bad thing where I work now is you don't get a paid lunch, and who really needs 1 hour right in the middle of their day for a lunch? Not me. And most times it's spent sitting at your desk anyway. And now that I'm not smoking, I quit smoking almost 5 months ago, April 9th. Um, I at least with smoking, I was like, okay, I'm going to go out and have a cigarette. So it would get me up and away from my desk. I work with people that sit at their desk. I never see them it's like they're scared to move away from their desk. Don't be scared. Just go. Go for a walk. I go out where I work now. It's beautiful. We have nature trails. It's actually the history of where I work right now is very interesting because I live in Kalamazoo, Michigan. Kalamazoo, yeah, and you see, I'm a Lions fan. Um, Kalamazoo's in southwest Michigan. What do we have about in the metro area and including suburban areas, probably 100,000, 120,000 people. And this is just a guess. I don't know. Here I am, a data analyst, and I don't know. Population of well, let's check. But while we're checking, I don't want to. I don't want to stray off. Population of Kalamazoo, Michigan.
The population of Kalamazoo was 75,550 in 2013.
Okay. And I think that's just city, but when you add the suburban and all that, it's probably closer to around 120,000. Anyway, I'm in Kalamazoo. And this, where I work, is called Nazareth. It's the Sisters of St. Joseph. It's actually, we have a stone wall around the property. The property itself, I don't know how many acres it is. That's another question for Google, which I actually use. I think I've got Cortana set as a default on this. And that's maybe why you heard her voice. Anyway, I'm not sure what the square footage is, the acreage, what have you. Nazareth, Michigan is a city by itself that has its own zip code, 49017, I believe. So the history, it's just fascinating where I work. And I've posted pictures up to my website. I've posted pictures on Twitter and Instagram and Facebook. There's the nuns, and now you can't. I don't know who's a nun and who's not when I run into people there because they don't have to wear their habits. They don't have to wear the black, and I'm sure they do for formal things. But now it's like they just walk around like any normal people. Again, what's normal? What is normal? So it's the nuns are just they're there. They're fascinating. We have what's called the Mother House, and it is the main. The campus used to be an orphanage way back when. Then there were several buildings built, and it became Nazareth College, which I actually in the 1980s I was accepted to. I did not ultimately attend there. I went to DeVry University in Chicago instead. But it was a university for a while. And then I believe in the early 90s they closed it down due to lack of attendance. They tore down many of the buildings on the campus. So it's created this big, vast green area. Beautiful green area. That's where I go walk. But what's fascinating about this place are these buildings used to be connected, and this is the the rumor, and when I'm at work and I'm going for my walk, sometimes when it's raining outside or whatever, I'll go down into the basement. But the rumor is that all these buildings were connected with tunnels, and there are several doors down in the basement that are locked, and I can't get through. I do try them. I actually try them. The whole thing. It's creepy. It's really creepy because we have the Kalamazoo County also works with us, and the medical examiner's records room is right downstairs. And it's clearly marked, and I'm like, oh yeah, I want to see. And then you'll see like it's got popcorn ceiling up, and there's like claw marks, and there's people's names written in there. It's just, I don't know. With my mind and all the movies we watch and all that, it's like, okay, yeah, this used to be an orphanage. What, the ghosts of the nuns are walking around, or the ghosts of these children that the nuns tormented way back when. Anyway, so yeah, that's where I work. It's a beautiful place, beautiful campus, and we are going to be actually moving because the lease with the Sisters of St. Joseph, from what I understand, the lease is up. And our fiscal year ends at the end of September. We are moving into another location in closer actually to my house, and we were supposed to actually move in July. Here it is September. I don't know when we're moving. I think it's going to be by the end of the year though. So, but I'm going to miss my walks. I am going to miss my walks on that campus. Okay, so anyway, I was talking about work. I guess I'm talking about work because of Labor Day weekend, and I want to thank you unions for my holiday. And those people that do have to work the weekend, I appreciate your work, and also a big time salute to the service people that have to work every damn day, no matter what hour of the day it is. And it's not just the service people, but you're defending our rights for the freedom that we have in this country, and I appreciate that. My freedom to speak freely on my goddamn YouTube channel and say what the fuck I want. Thank you for that. Excuse me. Oh yeah, and I think it's bullshit. Now I'm going to segue into another topic, YouTube. I do not monetize. I don't care to monetize. I just do this because I enjoy speaking to people. This is an outlet for me to get my opinion out into the public. So yeah, I enjoy that. I don't care to monetize. I'm not going to be a pootie pie. I don't really give a fuck. I don't care. I'm not an alpha omega sin. I just don't care. Sometimes I'll stream, I'll do my playthroughs, and normally I do it for games, and now I'm doing this segment. This is my third one from my window to yours, where I'm just going to voice my opinion about other things and give you an update on the channel and update on just things going on. Not necessarily gaming, it can be, but sometimes, like today, it's not. So anyway, my opinion about this YouTube content thing that's going on. Google says it's always been there. They're just enforcing it. Okay, Google, I am a programmer. And here I tell your programmers, I don't know why they haven't thought of this. Many, many, many websites, and I'm sure with Google, with YouTube, when I signed up, I had to put in my birth date. You guys know exactly how old I am. Or like even if you go if I want to look at Diablo and you're going to blizzard.com, you verify your birth date. If I want to go look at Activision, the new Call of Duty, verify your birth date. Yeah, you're taking somebody's word for it, but I'm sure Google has the necessary means if they want to even go to those means to data extract, go into somebody's history and data extract, and pretty much guarantee that how old they are. I'm sure my driving record is a public record. If they wanted to, they could take my information and easily find out that I'm actually going to be 49 on Tuesday, September 6th. Yes, happy birthday to me. It's coming up. And yeah, it's going to be Brad Allison version 4.9. It's not a major version like it's going to be next year. I always level up in versions. To me, it's software and it's versions. It's leveling up, yeah. But it's going to be 4.9. Anyway, okay. So, oh yeah, Google and YouTube. Put ratings on some of these. If a YouTube content creator like Alpha Omega says, hey, goddamn right, I'm going to make my videos rated R, like a movie, or NC 17, then anybody that is signed on watching videos gets a block. It's blocked. Why can't there be a rating system on YouTube? I don't understand. I just don't understand. It's quick, easy. Well, it's probably not quick and easy because being a developer, I know it'd be like a lot of code and thinking, okay, how are we going to do this? How are we going to make sure? But still, you know what? Ultimately, this is the libertarian coming out on me. The parents have to take responsibility for what their children are watching. Period. End of story. I know when I was growing up, the very first rated R movie I saw, it was 1980. I want to say 82 or 83. Another thing for Cortana to look up. Which, speaking of, I've got my TVs on over here, and it's hooked up to the Xbox, and Cortana's on there now. Anyway, the very first rated R movie I ever watched was in 3D. It was Friday the 13th 3 in 3D, and it was just awesome. It was awesome as fuck, I do have to say. East Town Theater. We didn't sneak in. I'm trying to think, how did we get our tickets though? I don't even think they carded us or anything. They just okay, here, have a ticket, go see it, enjoy it. They could have gotten in trouble for it, I'm sure, but I don't know. It's a whole other subject for another day. And briefly speaking, and this is a whole other subject for another day. I have voted Democratic. You guys should know I'm a gay man married to a guy from Uruguay that fully supports the Second Amendment. So, what does that make me? I have voted Democratic for many, many years. And actually, thinking back, I'm not going to go into politics that much. I don't like Hillary. I will not vote Trump. I would vote Hillary over Trump any day, and that's because of Supreme Court of the United States and the appointments coming up. But I agree, like, fully in the Second Amendment. I own a gun. I have owned guns. I've got a CCW, actually. I've got to get it renewed, though. But I just think our laws need to be enforced. Bottom line. Yes, I believe there are loopholes where crazies can go out and get guns. I don't think crazies and everybody should have guns. Just common sense gun control, period, end of story. On the social side of things, though, if you're doing something that doesn't hurt me, like I believe the guy across the street manufactures, sells pot, I don't give a fuck. It has nothing to do with me. That should be legalized. If I want to smoke it in my own home, let me. You allow me to drink, get drunk, get in my car, go out and kill somebody. Oh, that's okay. But, and I don't smoke pot. I used to be totally against it, totally, but I've totally changed my mind too. I just figure, okay, like another one, prostitution. I actually do think prostitution should be legal. If it is a regulated industry that, I don't know how they do it in Nevada, however they do it in Nevada. It's between two consenting adults, and does it personally hurt me? No, it doesn't. Maybe it puts a dent in society, in the morality of society. Where does that morality come from? It comes from religion. And who out there is to say Christianity is our religion? I am a Christian. I am a Christian. I just posted some Sandy Patty this morning. Who is yelling? I apologize. Because I am in the dining room. I've got all the windows are open. And, I don't know what's going on. Anyway, all the windows are open. And I'm recording this because it's beautiful outside. But anyway, no, I posted a Sandy. I love Sandy Patty. I grew up Baptist. And I also believe, I don't believe in religion. Religion I found out is man-made. And it was actually, ironically, the Assembly of God Church in Louisiana that I went to when I lived down in Louisiana that taught me this. And they didn't teach me really that, hey, religion's man-made. It's just in my mind. I'm like, it opened up my eyes to religion is not God-made. It's man-made. Do I believe in Jesus? Do I believe in God? Yes, I do. Am I going to preach it and shove it down somebody's throat? No. You are free to believe what you want. Period. You're free to believe what you want. Now, this whole issue with, I saw a meme on a meme on Facebook the other day with Colin Kaepernick, and then it had Tim Tebow. Colin Kaepernick, it said something about being opposed to this, and then it showed Tim Tebow kneeling down in prayer and not being, agreeing with Colin but not agreeing with Tim. What if I agree with both? I agree with both. They both have the right to do what they want. We're in a free country. Thank you, vets, for your service. We're in a free country to do what the fuck you want. It's not my job to sit there and say, terrible bad, just freedom. This is why I'm going to get off my soapbox for politics, but this is why I am now supporting Gary Johnson for president this time around, because the Libertarian Party, they seem to believe in everything just about that I believe in. Pretty much everything. Yes, I do want smaller government. Government needs to stay out of my bedroom. Thank God they are, because now I was able to marry Chris. Next March will be 3 years. 3 years. In those first 2 to 3 years we were together were very hard because we had DOMA in place, and that's another whole story for another day. But DOMA was in place, and Chris couldn't even come visit. It was terrible. So, and again, going full circle back to Kellogg, that's where I was I was working at Kellogg, because I made enough money where I could just say, hey, Chris, I'm coming to Uruguay here in a couple months, and just buy my ticket and be done with it. Now I can't. Now, we would love to visit Uruguay, the two of us, for like a week, and now where I'm working now, it's very difficult. I'd probably have to take out a loan. I just priced it, and it's like $4,000 to $5,000. So, yeah, it would just be very difficult. Anyway, okay. Coming full circle from my freedoms back to the workers and the vets. And I thank you, vets, for the freedoms that we do have. So, I'm going to end this from my window to yours on a happy note, and cheers to all. Coffee. Mm-hmm. And yeah, I hope you guys have a wonderful, wonderful Labor Day and a good upcoming week. My week coming up, work, and nothing special. Birthday, yeah, again, birthday on Tuesday. And yeah, so anyway, guys, take care. I'm going to also tag a video at the end of this that I took with my phone this morning. I live in a suburban area. I don't live in Kalamazoo. I live in the outskirts of Kalamazoo, although this is a Kalamazoo address. And yeah, we've got some wooded areas and parks around. I don't live in the woods, but it's fascinating when a couple of deer walk down the street. And I captured a little bit of that today till my dogs found out what I was doing and then went nuts. So I'm going to tag that here. So anyway, guys, yeah, take care, and I hope you guys have a good week. From my window to yours until next week. Have a good one. See? Honda. Okay, guys, so yeah, we have some deer in our yard. I know where'd they go. They're probably gone. Oh, and I wanted to get them good, but I didn't get them. Okay.